Fourth graders, Mr. Askelson here. It is Thursday, April 30th, 2020. Today's lesson from the matrix is Chapter 9, Lesson 4, Subtracting Like Fractions. Subtracting like fractions and simplifying. Watch the video on Seesaw and complete the practice there. Make sure to put each answer in simplest form. Then Redbird and Freckle when you are finished. We worked on like fractions the other day, and I think probably you get the steps involved in subtracting like fractions, but just a quick little review of that. Like fractions are fractions with the same denominators, or the bottom numbers are called like fractions. There's three simple steps to subtract like fractions. Make sure the bottom numbers, the denominator, are the same. Subtract the top numbers, the numerators. Put the answer over the same denominator. Simplify the fraction if needed, using the greatest common factor, or GCF. So in today's lesson, I think you get that part. The subtracting part is pretty easy. But the simplifying can still be a bit of a challenge. So let's go over how you simplify a fraction. So there are steps involved. Simplifying fractions using the greatest common factor. Find the greatest common factor, GCF, of the numerator and denominator. Divide the top and bottom numbers of the fraction by the GCF to simplify the fraction. So what is the common factor? Say we worked out the factors of two numbers. Example, what are the factors for 12 and 30? Well, the factors for 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The factors for 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. So you can see I've highlighted a few numbers in here. The common factors are those that are found in both lists. Notice that 1, 2, 3, and 6 appear in both lists. So the common factors for 12 and 30 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So then what's the greatest common factor? It is simply the largest of the common factors. So out of these numbers right here, 1, 2, 3, and 6, 6 is the largest of the common factor. So we call that the greatest common factor. What do we do with it? Why is this useful? GCF, or greatest common factor, is useful when we want to simplify a fraction. Example, how can we simplify 12 30ths? Earlier we found that the common factors of 12 and 30 are 1, 2, 3, and 6, and so the greatest common factor is 6. So the largest number we can divide both 12 and 30 exactly by is 6. So it would look something like this. 12 divided by 6 equals 2. 30 divided by 6 equals 5. So the greatest common factor of 12 and 30 is 6. So 12 30ths can be simplified to 2/5. And remember, we simplify a fraction just because it makes it easier to kind of picture or understand. So your activity for today is to subtract like fractions and then simplify. So hopefully these steps and this information can help you work on your activity for today. Work hard. Have a great day.